Hey everybody, welcome to an introduction to EXP Realty. My name is David Fry. We're going to try to do this in an efficient version of this. So I'm going to run through quick and I'm sure there'll be questions. So feel free to reach out from there, but in the interest of time, we'll be efficient. So a little bit about me. My name is David Fry. I've been in real estate for 25 years now. Actually, the longer than that, have been at both RE/MAX and Keller Williams. I can tell you, and I've now been at EXP Realty a little over 2 years. I was happy at RE/MAX, was not looking when I made the move, just stumbled across Keller Williams. The same thing happened from Keller Williams to EXP. I was not an unhappy agent. In fact, I wasn't looking to move. So I'm sure that's many of you watching that out there. So hopefully you can at least look at this with an open mind. I was fortunate enough that it caught me at a time where I wasn't able to say no right away. So here we go, an introduction to EXP Realty. So we're going to cover who we are, our business model, the world, solutions, and ultimately what it takes to join the company. So who we are. Our founder and CEO is Glenn Sanford. He comes from the real estate industry and actually the tech industry prior to that. He had grown a significant team, over 60 million in real estate. He was actually part of the technology company or department of the company where he came from. And then ultimately had a vision of how we could deliver the services to real estate agents using today's technology, so to speak, and ultimately founded EXP in 2009. So our timeline is this. Founded in 2009, I'm just going to hit a couple of major points. Became publicly traded company, big deal as we go along here. In 13, 15, the stock awards and icon award, ways we get stock was launched, another big deal. 2018, we got put on the NASDAQ. Again, all great milestones and more that we can talk about along the way if you want to reach out. Our growth has been phenomenal. There is no company in history that has grown at the rate that we have. Just one thing to consider, not being a franchise system gives us the ability to expand at an even quicker rate than the confinements that opening new franchises along the way have. And there's all kinds of other advantages to that. But if you understand franchise versus not franchise, this is a big deal. Company values, community, fun. I'll be honest with you, I'm having more fun in real estate than I've had in a long time. Agile, just the way we are created, gives us the ability to shift. And in today's world, everything shifts faster than it ever did. Sustainability, a good financial steward, collaboration. We'll talk about that. There's some tools that have me connected across the country in ways that I could only dreamt about before. Transparency, true transparency, being a stakeholder in the company becomes a big deal and a very natural piece to who we are. And ultimately, integrity, do the right thing, always do the right thing. So our business model, to consider this, Blockbuster, great example. Blockbuster at one point was, as a friend of mine likes to say, the 500-pound gorilla in the industry. There was nobody bigger than Blockbuster. Netflix comes into the marketplace and ultimately puts them out of business inside of 5 years. Look at what Amazon is doing to the big box stores. You got Circus City on the screen here. Think about Sears. The way we shop and the way we deliver goods has changed completely from what it was 10, 15 years ago. And just like that, in our real estate industry, when you start to look at all the brick and mortar that's out there and the expense of doing business that way, we are changing how that gets delivered. And ultimately, just like Netflix is more efficient, Amazon more efficient, EXP and the services it delivers to us as agents, far more efficient than the typical traditional way of doing business. So typical franchise, the overhead, locally confined, inconsistent growth here. And I'll go through the things in more detail here. So no desk fees, work from anywhere, no brick and mortar costs. You'll find that common along the way here. No expensive leases, paperless transactions, instant access to training and support. This has been a big deal to me. So all of our training is delivered live. It does get recorded, so there's an entire library as well. But live training, interactive, the ability to post questions, get answers to those questions during class. It's amazing, an amazing experience. And I don't have to jump in an airplane and go somewhere or the car and travel 10 hours. I don't have to pay for the instructor. It's all part of our training here. So, and everything from sales and listings, lead generation, social media, video, CRM, etc. Real-time support, and we'll talk about the cloud in a little bit. This has been game-changing to me. I did not put weight on this. Just know that you can go get an answer, whether it's technology or agent services, lead generation stuff about our CRM, real time, right now, not, I don't have to leave a voicemail. I don't have to leave an email, wait for somebody to get back to me, which creates more questions, all real time live answers. That's incredible to delivering the answers to our questions that we're looking for. International collaboration, I'm going to touch on this later. Okay, there was two major reasons that things that caught my eye immediately about this company. Now, I had ownership at one point in my previous company, but not all agents had the opportunity. So here's what it is. Publicly traded company. There are 4 ways that this company is just going to give you stock. So this is what I like to say. Don't change anything you're doing. Go out, sell real estate. You're going to end up with stock in this company. So every year, on your anniversary year, you do your first transaction, they're going to give you stock. Just give it to you, awarded. When you cap, we are a capping system. Pretty easy to hit, easier than my last company. You get stock in the company. When somebody comes to this company because of your relationship with them and they do this first transaction, you're going to get stock in the company. So I want people to understand this. 90% of agents are at the company they're at, wherever it is, because of somebody they knew there. So agents have been growing their companies all along. It's all about those relationships. So this is just a way to take advantage of your influence. And then the fourth way they give it to you is when you cap and then you do another 20 transactions beyond that, you become what we call an icon agent, and they give you $16,000 in stock. $16,000 in stock just given to you. And then there's also the agent equity program, which you can take 5% of every commission check and purchase stock at a 20% reduction in price. So I don't know why you wouldn't do it. This is an opt-in or out. Real estate agents are notoriously terrible at saving like we're supposed to. They say 10%. Here's a way to guarantee that you at least get 5% of that done. We have an agent advisory council. What I love about this is it's made up all levels of production, not just the top people. So everybody gets a voice. I told you there was 2 major reasons I came. One was the stock options, 2, the revenue share. So I'm going to do this very high level. So again, agents have always been growing their company. So whenever an agent comes to the company and says, hey, it's because of my relationship with Dave, I took a look at this, love it. He's the reason I'm here. You're going to get 3.5% of their gross commissions up to the point that they cap. What does that mean to you in dollars? $2,800 per agent in your first line every year. Now, the rest of this goes down through 7 levels. There's incentives to help people grow. Just know that this is a big deal. I have the chance to sit down with Gene Fredericks, who was also at my former company, also had ownership in it. And he is over here. He's one of the reasons I came, to be honest with you, is I trust his opinion. And we were just talking about how cool it is that there are so many people already in our company that are a lot of them just getting enough on a monthly basis to pay their mortgages. I mean, what a big deal for real estate agents. So this is a powerful, powerful tool. I'd love to break it down more for you. We're not going to do that here. Just know that just be a good agent, be willing to, talk to somebody once in a while about the fact that you do like it here and then make a difference. It'll just take on a life of its own. So without further ado on that one, the EXP, so welcome to our world. The EXP world gets called a few different things out there compared to video games, all that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I did not put a lot of stock on this when I first came to the company because I've always known that it doesn't matter what company I'm with, I'm going to sell real estate. So I had this conversation with another agent a couple of days ago. I said, well, what happened to your business when you moved over to EXP? They were at a large traditional brokerage. And you know what? I forget this sometimes, that we get trained from our current companies to believe that we can't do it outside of the walls we're at. My business actually has gone up because of the efficiency of the tools. So here's our world. You can walk into any department at this right now, get a live answer to your question. You can sit in one of the auditoriums and take a class. This has been a wonderful, wonderful, game-changing surprise. There you go. It's like there's the office. Walk in, And Susie, whoever's behind the counter, is going to ask you live how they can help you. Solutions, we have EXP Enterprise is really your back office. Anything and everything you could ever want to do with EXP, this is where you go. One-time login, real-time on your business. It tells you how much stock you have, how much revenue share you have coming, real-time counting, to the connection to our CRM, to the training. All of it's right here. One login. I love being able to go at it that way. Okay, I talked about collaboration. This one I'm going to spend a minute on, Workplace by Facebook. So it's a Facebook platform that they call Workplace, and it is only for EXP agents. So, and there are groups within there. I happen to have my main, I'm in Minnesota. I also am in Wisconsin licensed. There's groups for each state. I can ask questions. I can, whether I've got a need for a vendor or need to post a property or a question, to groups on lead generation. I am literally connecting with people across the country in ways that I used to only do in my local office. This would be another one of those tools that I really didn't put stock on, but oh my goodness, has it changed how I do business. In 2 short years, I stop and talk to agents, quite often now that are coming for their companies, and how indoctrinated I am into doing business this way. It's been amazing how much time I don't waste, how much time I save, whichever way you want to look at it. Been phenomenal. CRM and lead generation. So with our $85 a month tech and university fee, you get state-of-the-art CRM. If you want to do online lead generation, the tool is here. This thing's been phenomenal. It's conversion. We have some big teams that are moving over just for this reason. The $2,000 or more that they're spending a month on their current platform, they get that for basically next to nothing. $85 a month. You can do all the Facebook and online lead generation. I've done a couple of the platforms. I like this one better than anything I've done before. So this is another one of those real pleasant surprises. The cost of me doing business, to be honest with you, has gone way down since I moved to this company as well. So I'm doing more business and it's costing me less. Entire suite of brochures and flyers and all that stuff, create your own. It's all free. You still got to print it, but goodness gracious, very easy. It takes me 3 minutes and I've got a flyer made for my open house. So we've got all kinds of accolades in the news. We get compared to Amazon quite a bit. The Amazon of real estate. Glassdoor has made us a top choice of places to work. All of those sorts of things. So how does the money work? Here's what it is. It's an 80-20 split across the board. No deals. 80-20 split, $16,000 cap. Then you go to 100%. Big thing here. A lot of people start running their numbers. There's no hidden things here. There is no franchise fee. No franchise fee. $16,000 cap. And that's every anniversary year. Your costs, $149 to join. Then you'll get a bunch of cards and stuff with that. $85 a month. That includes your tech and training and all of that that's delivered live. Per file, $25 broker review fee, pays for a broker. Our E&O insurance, and I actually love this one because I don't have to write out a big check every year at an inopportune time. Our E&O insurance comes out at $40 a file, capped at $500. So a little over 12 transactions, and that goes away. I love the ability to manage my expenses that way. So there you go. Are we selling real estate? There's the other one that if you're paying attention, by the way, the size of the teams we've taken across the country is shocking. That have moved over here when they see our business model and the ability to create residual income while we're doing what we already do, and the lessening the cost of doing business. And expansion teams, if there's any expansion teams that listen to this, oh my goodness, the ease of doing expansion compared to any other model is incredible. When we don't have to deal with franchises, there's only one. There will only be one cap. It's just so much easier to manage and to distribute throughout. So number 4 in closed transactions. We're the number 3 top by brokerage count in the United States. This is 2018 numbers. So yeah, we're doing business. We're doing a ton of it. Well, from there, thanks for listening. If you're interested and want to go further, remember the person that invited you to watch this, that's your sponsor. Go to join.exprealty.com. Fill it in. Now, again, your broker does not get notified of any of this. This is all discreet. It's not public knowledge. but this is how you get into the system. You'll see the independent contractors agreement, and then you completely are up to, in control of when your license moves over and how that process looks. So again, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed and got what you wanted out of it.